First off, my prayers go to the family of the officer who was killed at the U.S. Capitol today. Secondly, the reason why I haven't been really talking about Matt Gaetz ever since the revelation of him having an underage affair with a younger girl is because I'm waiting for all the facts to come out. But honestly, looking at it, it's not good for Gaetz. Not at all. And I'm not rejoicing over this either. Mainly because, one, it's a small problem. And two, in the lower tier of things, it's a very small problem. And two, it's just another Trump supporter in Congress getting exactly what he deserves. So I can't rejoice over this. But I will say, I think he's screwed. I think he's really, really screwed if this is true. Because not only will he be shown as the duplicitous scumbag that he is, obviously being a Trump supporter, that's just who he is, but he shows himself to be the hypocrite that we all know the Republican Party is. For all these years I've heard, during the Donald Trump years, I've heard one of the primary reasons why Trumpers support him is because he's going against human trafficking, because he's going against child rape. And now here we are, a congressman who may or may not be involved in this, but all the indications, especially after the Tucker Carlson interview, it seems to be true. So at this point, there is nothing that anyone can do about it at this point. Now, the real reason I'm doing this video today is because I found this on Facebook. I'm going to read it to you. And it's everyone's response to the new voter suppression laws that are being put in Georgia. Texas is following suit, and several other states are about to enact them. Now, this completely aligns with the news I just heard that in the Major League Baseball All-Star game that's supposed to be played in Atlanta, Georgia, has been pulled from Atlanta because of the state's voter restriction law that Brian Kemp signed into law not too long ago. So that's one more for the good guys. But I'm going to read this to you, and you'll understand why we fight this particular fight. And that we fought before for voting rights in this country, and we're going to do it again if the necessary becomes necessary. Take a listen to this. Dear Republicans, let's just say it plainly. You are a people lacking in integrity and honor, and you have not a thimble of respect for one of this nation's most sacred principles, meaning equality under the law. One person, one vote. That harsh appraisal is necessitated by your response to losing the 2020 election. First, you pretend you didn't, embracing the anti-fact hogwash that your craven leader spewed like a broken sewer pipe. Then a mob of your voters breached the United States Capitol, killing a police officer in the process, and many of you made excuses for it. Finally, you introduced 253 voter suppression bills in state houses across the nation, including one signed by Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. It restricts the uses of drop boxes, cuts back on early voting times, and allows the state to take over municipal elections, i.e., for Republicans to decide which ballots from Democratic counties should be counted. You even had the testicular fortitude to make it a felony to hand out snacks or drinks in the long lines snaking out of polling places, Lines that are only long in the first place because you made an ordeal out of a civic duty. Please don't bother claiming this is about election fraud. It's an open secret that that's a lie. That election fraud is virtually non-existent and certainly had no impact on the 2020 election outcomes. We know this because we've seen the studies. We know this because Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, reluctantly admitted it. And we know it because lawyer Sidney Powell, who claimed voting machines were rigged until the manufacturer sued her for $1.3 billion, now says she was just funny and no reasonable person would have believed her. No, your problem isn't the fact that the electoral system didn't work. Your problem is that it did work. Because when it does work, when everyone gets to vote, your politics of white resentment are apt to lose. That's why you've embraced Jim Crow 2.0 to stop African Americans, other Democratic constituents too, but mostly African Americans, most of all, from voting. Well, this note is to put you on notice. We see you, and while your policies may break this fragile country, they won't break us as people. We are the heirs of men and women who walked across a bridge into the jaws of brutality, who faced clubs, cow prods, dogs, high-powered hoses, pine tar, torches, dynamite, fighting to vindicate our very humanity against people like you. We are the sons and daughters of defamation, of resilience, of a courage that you people cannot fathom, and a faith none of you will understand. And you think we're shook by Brian Kemp? You must not know about we. You may have missed it when Sam said a change is going to come. You may not have been listening when Maya said, "And still I rise." You must not have been out there in the room when Martin said, "Right temporarily defeated is stronger than evil triumph." Be ye assured then that this will not stand. Either the Democrats will get themselves together and pass comprehensive election reform, or the courts will slap you down, or we're just going to end up doing what we've been doing for the last 402 years. I'll flank you, I'll fight you, and outlast you. Either way, history will know you, as it does many of your ideological forebears, as cowards, as liars, and as fools who thought they could keep change at bay. But Sam was right. Change is going to come regardless. You fear that truth, but it gives us hope. It makes us stronger. So yeah, congratulations on Jim Crow 2.0. Enjoy it while you can. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.